You can do that, buddy.
I don't think it's good. Are you rolling?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Chris Campbell.
Casey
Campbell.
Do it again.
I'm sorry, man.
Dude, I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Casey Campbell.
Yeah.
That's just to break the ice.
That's all.
Yeah, I totally knew.
I like it.
Be performing tonight, music tonight. So excited to see him play.
Glad to be here. Food and music, man. What else is there? You know?
I don't know. Hey guys, want to welcome you to another Unscripted. This time with Justin Dean. Hello, Justin.
How are you?
Thanks for being. What you got to do with it? Hello, Justin Dean. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
We are here for what do you call this benefit? This supper you
Music
guys
Fund
do?
Cincinnati.
Music Fund Cincinnati, and we'll be making a special dinner.
Yep.
And having a band come and play.
Yep. We've got musicians here, so we do this twice a year. It's kind of just to bring the community together and thank Music Fund Cincinnati for sponsoring our music all year and allowing people to come and have music for free and not have to pay for it. You know what I mean? In a beautiful atmosphere and setting.
This is beautiful. We're here at the Carriage House Farm.
And Lost Bridge Beverage Company.
And Lost Bridge Beverage Company, yes. So go on. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. And so every year we usually publicize and sell tickets. This year it actually sold out before we publicized it.
Nice.
So we're feeding, I don't know, somewhere between 50 and 60 folks tonight.
Okay.
So we'll do a big communal table, and then the goal is to bring everybody together at the table. You know what I mean? I've been in this business my entire life, and I've seen musicians come and play weddings, come and play for dinner, whatever. And it's extremely unfortunate because, I mean, they're extremely talented, they're great at what they do, they're passionate, and then after or halfway through, they get a cold plate of food that somebody hands them,
right.
And they have to go in the back and sit in a chair or sit in the alley and dine, and that's not the way we want to build community. So what we'll do tonight is we will do a family-style meal, and then once all the chefs are finished, all the food will go on the table, and everybody will sit down and eat. Chefs, musicians, everybody. So there will be no music during dinner. There'll be conversation during dinner.
Yeah, that'll work.
So, you know what I mean? It's food brings people together. You know what I mean? There's so much in this world right now tearing everybody apart, but when you can sit down and dine with somebody else and listen to amazing music, I mean, everything else just kind of disappears.
At least for the night, right?
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so.
One of the big things here is the music. There, the musician fund here.
Music programming, and then Music Fund Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. So that's yours, or?
Yeah, that's Sandman started it. John Sandman, a friend of Whispering Beard, kind of started it through COVID as a way to start a nonprofit to help put Cincinnati promoters, musicians, sound people, music industry folk, and everything that surrounds that, kind of help breathe life into it and keep it going during that time. And then just kind of since then kind of blossomed a little bit and do a couple more festivals. They do. So I helped throw a Cabin Fever Festival in Ludlow, Kentucky. that's a Music Fund event.
Oh, okay.
So various events to help fund this nonprofit that kind of works with, like I said, just putting promoters and musicians and sound people and music industry folk in the Cincinnati area to work, but also if someone needs to do a tour, if someone needs merch for a tour, if someone needs money for recording from Cincy and get their sound out there, that's what Music Fund is for.
And I miss my family, Lord, the sweetest winds they blow across the south. Oh my sweet Carolina, what compels me to go?
Yeah, Casey.
Here tonight performing, and you guys do the beard here.
Yep,
the Whispering Beard Festival.
So Casey Campbell's in Buffalo Wobbs in the Pricehill Hustle. He's playing with Crystal Peterson and Daniel Peterson tonight. And that's the other great thing. That's all the different Cincy area musicians all kind of will play together too, and some fun side projects. That's exciting for us. Too, as promoters, you know.
And Daniel's here.
Yeah, Daniel works here also.
So that's kind of cool.
And Mike from the Tillers works here. We got a lot of different musician-oriented folks that work at the farm.
One big family, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome, and that's what I get from hanging out here and talking to the food people, the music people. It's a very tight-knit community here.
Yeah, one and the
really
same. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And every musician's had a table waiting job for the most part.
Photographers too.
Yeah, absolutely. Or food.
Well, we are running out of food, so we got to pick some wild things here to eat tonight. So let's go rummaging again a little bit.
Foraging, they like to call it.
Foraging, yeah. So these are figs, like you were saying.
Yep. These are a varietal known as Chicago Hardy.
Okay, I've had the Newton variety.
Yes.
Fig Newtons?
I think he's the guy that made them extremely popular.
Okay. And those are actual figs in that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it used to be. With the way food is these days, who knows?
That's true.
Fig is probably like the 16th ingredient. So I think we've exhausted that tree.
Okay.
So we're doing a nice wood-fired chicken with some chimichurri, and then we're gonna do some potatoes from a local farm that we've par cooked, and we're going to finish them in Wagyu beef tallow from Sakura Wagyu Farms outside of Columbus.
Is that the place you work with all the time?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Small group of farmers doing really high quality beef locally, which is amazing. So a lot of these families were commodity grain farmers.
Okay.
So they were playing that commodity market, which doesn't work well a lot of times.
Right.
So some folks came to them with this Wagyu project, and now the grain farmers harvest their grain and feed it to high-end Wagyu beef cattle to fatten them up and take to market. So they're feeding to their cattle, and then they get paid based on quality and grade. So they can make twice as much money feeding the cow the grain and selling the cow off as opposed to selling the grain on the commodity market. So
Okay.
win-win for everybody.
Yeah. What is this here? What are you
This is flat leaf parsley.
Okay.
This will be one of
The
the main
stuff that gets in your teeth all the time?
Yeah, exactly. But we'll chop it up fine enough to where hopefully it doesn't get in your teeth. And if it does, you can pick it out when you get home. I won't tell anybody.
Does your neighbor know you're coming in here and taking all his parsley?
This is actually ours, Deo. So, fresh rosemary.
Ah, okay.
So we'll finish the lard roasted potatoes with some fresh rosemary, and then use some of this also in the chimichurri.
Okay.
So, okay, I think that's all we got out here.
All right.
Actually, check this. One more fig tree. That's when you know they're good.
Oh, okay.
When they're nice and soft. That will actually, a fig is actually a flower. So if this is completely ripe, this will actually split and it'll open up.
Oh.
And then what you'll see is,
Oh, look at that.
so that is actually the flower.
That's kind of disgusting looking.
Delicious.
Yeah, we have a little taste.
And
Just a
honestly,
little
it's,
piece,
it's,
a
it's
little
awesome. They're,
piece. You eat the skin too?
and these are pollinated by wasps. And the wasp will also lay their eggs inside of a completely ripe fig, and the babies will,
Wait, so we could be eating wasps right now?
maybe, wasp babies.
Wasp.
It's kind of disgusting. Maybe somebody,
Is that the really hot kind, or?
no, this is an extremely mild. You want a bite?
I don't know, because extremely mild might be. Oh, you're lying, aren't you? It's extremely mild, trust me.
It's
No, I'm
hysterical.
good.
When I had my garden over the Rhine, it was directly behind the old Kroger on Vine Street.
Okay, yeah.
So I was down there one afternoon, which I usually wasn't in the afternoon, and this kid gets off the bus, and he comes walking over, and his mom's still on the sidewalk, and he comes over and he's, "Excuse me, sir." He goes, "You mind if I have one of those peppers?" And I was picking habaneros, and I'm like, "Dude, you want no part of these peppers, no part of these peppers." And his mom's over there just smiling, and he's like, "Well, I'm sorry, but I've been taking 1 or 2 every single night when I get off the bus, and I take them home and I eat them with my dinner. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And he's like, no. He goes, I usually chop them up and like put them in my ramen or whatever. And I was like, you're telling me that you're eating these things fresh, raw? Oh, yeah. He grabs one and takes a bite out of it. And he eats the whole habanero. Facial expression never changes, not a bead of sweat. There's a gene that some people have, it's genetic. That light you up.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, see, green and white? Mm-hmm. It's a variegated plant, it's 2 colors.
Oh, very good.
Multiple colors. And this is one of the few fruits that's actually variegated.
Oh, okay.
So it's yellow and green striped, and then it goes completely red.
Oh, that's part. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Interesting.
immature, mature.
Okay. Interesting.
Very hot.
You
Muy caliente.
you have that. You showed me that vat last time of all your hot peppers going. You're making a special hot drink.
Oh, hot
or
vodka.
Hot vodka.
World's hottest vodka.
Yeah. How's that gone?
Oh, it's going. I'm not
Okay.
touching it.
Just for those that want to try it.
I am not touching it.
Now, honestly, those just look like weeds.
Thyme.
What is it?
Thyme. T-H-Y-M-E.
Oh, wow.
Not T-I-M-E.
Thyme. Like weeds.
To the layman, yes, it would be weeds.
I am a layman. Chef layman.
This is summer savory.
Huh.
Savory is very strong, so
Oh, okay.
more than enough. Where did you go?
That looks like something. What is that?
That's actually wormwood.
Oh,
So you had absinthe,
uh-huh.
absinthe the drink.
Yeah.
That's the main ingredient in absinthe. And that was a reason that why absinthe was outlawed for years, is because that supposedly was like, it made people trip.
Okay,
If you
yeah.
drink enough absinthe, it basically makes you start tripping. Seeing little fairies and stuff.
Foraging. Foraging. Oh, no. No way, that would kill me. What's that?
Mint.
Oh, mint. Heard of that? Yeah, I didn't realize real mint is not green, like on ice cream or whatever. It's not green. It's just white. Like I said, layman. Layman.
There we go.
That looks delicious.
Get some more parsley. Red roselle, so Jamaican hibiscus. There's some live plants that are doing better in here. But this is already bloomed, so there was a white flower that popped up, and there might be some white flowers in here. And then what will happen is these flowers will uncurl, and the calyx inside, which is actually the seed pod, will mature, and then that's when I harvest it. And this is an ingredient in our Old Tom gin.
Oh, okay.
So I distill an Appalachian gin, and then we're doing an Old Tom, which is the addition of our honey that we produce here on the farm. So it's back sweetened with a little bit of honey.
Nice.
Because back in the day, gin was, they called it a lot of it bathtub gin, and it was so
yeah.
bad that people didn't even want to drink it. It was like really bad moonshine.
Yeah.
So to make it more palatable, they would sweeten it.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're sweetening ours with a little bit of honey.
Okay.
And then we're adding the Jamaican hibiscus in, which gives it a little bit of a pink hue. So in the bottle, it'll have like a blush pink.
Oh,
to
okay.
it. So.
Nice. So it's like red number 5 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
In
But a
case
lot
you all
better for
haven't
you.
noticed, Justin is his hand in everything. From food to drinks to everything. Is that an accurate summation of you?
Yes, sir. So these are basil flowers.
Oh,
So-
as opposed to basil?
Uh-huh. So one of my very good friends and one of my mentors is a gentleman by the name of Steve Geddes. Steve is a chef and 4th level master sommelier.
Huh.
He's one of 2 people in the world to hold that title.
4th level? Wow.
Well, 200, there's probably close to, I don't know, say there's less than 300 in the world currently.
Still rare air.
Yeah.
Huh?
So imagine there only being 300 attorneys or
That would be so nice.
300 brain surgeons. You know, I mean, just think. I mean, across the board of all the professions in the world, imagine there's only 300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Very
if
rare.
you imagine what it gets, what you have to, the level that you have to achieve. So these guys are masters of taste and masters of flavor. Flavor profiles. We're doing a cheesecake for dessert tonight that is Steve Geddes' recipe. And he would always do it with a cooked cheesecake in a jar, a mason jar, and then he would put like your graham cracker crust on top of that, and then a little dollop of whatever fruit was in season that he had made fresh jam or preserves out of on top of that, and then he would garnish it with a basil flower.
Oh, because they are
Few little
pretty.
basil flowers. It's not. It's actually very pretty, but when you eat a cheesecake tonight and you're eating it and you get one of those little basil flowers in, it's just your whole palate just goes.
Is it potent?
What was
Like,
that? Well, no,
it's kind of nasty.
We just cut around it.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
call
yeah.
them an heirloom.
Heirloom, that's the word.
God, these things are so delicious. I'm gonna miss them so much.
Your big thing is respect the ingredients, talking more about food. Tell me more about that, respecting the ingredients.
I mean, I grew up on a farm, and I mean, we always had a garden. We always canned tomatoes, we made pickles, made sauerkraut, did all that kind of stuff. And my guidance counselor in school urged me to go to culinary school and kind of took me down the path that I'm at. And I got out of culinary school and I got to the restaurant and I'm like, so where's the farmer that we're getting stuff from? And they're like, there are no farmers. We just call this number and Cisco brings us place. Right. And I'm like, eh. So I kind of flipped that whole thing. And I was kind of one of the first guys to start doing, like serious farm to table and searching for farmers to supply as much as they possibly could throughout the year. And when you get a head of celery or a head of lettuce or herbs or whatever, and it's, literally picked the morning before that farmer delivers it. It is at its peak of freshness. And when you get a product like that in the door, it's like, I have to show this product respect. I don't want to take and cover it up with a cream sauce or cover it up with this or that. And it's in, like one of my mentors, Steve Geddes, it's very simple. Parmesan cheese. He served Parmesan cheese grated and shredded. And you tasted the two cheeses together at the same time, and you thought they were two totally different cheeses. Because if you grate it, you break the glutamic acid crystals and you release something that's completely different than if you shred it. So, it's just how you handle and treat different ingredients to highlight, So, tonight we had beautiful walnuts, we had beautiful lettuce, we had beautiful fall apples, we had beautiful Swiss cheese. I wanted to bring all those together into a Waldorf salad. So I made a very simple vinaigrette that complemented all that.
Which was amazing. Your Madhouse vinegar.
Well, thank you.
That was my favorite dish, believe it or not.
Well, thank you. It's just simple stuff like that. To respect the ingredients. Just figure out what is extremely good and let it shine. It's like we had all these fall tomatoes. Why would I let those go to waste?
Right, and that was actually the fun, neat part of it. I've never gone around with you. We went foraging earlier, getting all these ingredients, and so I'm comfortable saying I pretty much made dinner tonight for everyone.
I appreciate your help.
Hey, anytime.
If it wasn't for you, we would not have pulled this off.
You'd have no tomatoes.
I would have had to forage all this shit myself.
That's right.
God,
I carried the bowls.
I know, God. This could have gotten ugly. Something else I learned from another chef friend and mentor, Patrick Roney. We would do like a 7, 8, 9 course meal. Sometimes we would have stations set up throughout, and when people were making their reservations, we asked dietary restrictions, likes and dislikes. Okay?
Okay.
So we could have non-dairy, we could have gluten, we could have vegans, we could have vegetarians. Chef Patrick would make a dish for every single person that was coming, regardless of their dietary restriction. You know, a lot of times you'll go somewhere, and if you go to a wedding and it's a 4-course wedding, somebody is not going to get 1 or 2 dishes if they're allergic to something, because the chef just is, this has gluten in it, so you're going to have to skip this course. That's not dinner. I mean, that's not. Who's going to sit down and enjoy a meal where you eat half of it and the guy next to you is eating all of it? You know what I mean? You get 4 courses, then they get 8. You know what I mean? But chef would go to the extent where he would make every single course, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, whatever. You know what I mean? Where everybody could sit down and have the same experience. Waldorf salad, all we got to do is finish measing the apples beforehand. I don't want to acidulate them unless I have to. It's the best baker in the city. Brian.
Yeah.
That dude's a beast.
We did I'm baking bread with him. So. Nice.
Did he let you actually touch dough?
Barely.
Barely.
He berated me like crazy.
Right.
But,
We call it self-esteem boot camp.
but we're doing charcuterie, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the cut stuff?
This whole before picture, and you'll see after in a little bit.
Okay.
Tomatoes, basil.
Can you introduce really quick to the chef working with her? Yeah.
Tommy. Justin.
Okay. So those are the chefs working tonight here, along with this guy.
Yeah, we all do this because we enjoy it. Yeah.
That sounds good.
I mean-
well, thanks, guys. Really.
We have 2 rules here. 2 rules only. 1 is have fun, and 2 is be nice.
This is Justin's mother here. What was her name?
Kathy.
Kathy.
This is my happy place. I love that here.
So the garden, the flowers and everything, that's Mom.
Oh. Okay.
All the table decorations this evening is Mom.
And they're beautiful. I
Thank you.
already saw some of it.
Thank you.
This is what she does.
Stink
This is what she loves.
Yeah.
You got your whole crew here?
Yep.
Nice. Yes.
That's my son,
Oh,
Joshua.
yes
and-
it is. He looks just like you. Yeah.
And this is Matt. Oh, sorry. This is James.
James.
This is Kendall.
Kendall. Hello, Kendall.
And that's Matt.
Hi. Nice to meet
Matt
you as
is our
well.
art director too. So
Oh, excellent. I
he
like
makes
art.
everything pretty.
Yeah, of any kind. Yes.
Okay, what is your go-to dish? I mean, not like what's your dish like when you make for the family? Like, what's your staple? Like, it's this
There's
night.
no staple. I just cook all the
Different
time.
all the time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I cook with the seasons. You know, I mean, whatever I'm harvesting out of the garden here, whatever I'm bringing home, you know, I mean, I cook with the seasons, and I'm constantly, you know, I mean, pickling, fermenting, preserving, you know what I mean. So it's just, you know, I mean, I have a huge larder. You know what I mean, it's honestly, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've got a 9-foot chest freezer in the basement. I've got a stand-up freezer and another 6-foot chest freezer in my basement. So I have 3 chest freezers and they're all completely full.
Dang.
And everything in those freezers, I know where it came from. I know the farmer that produced it, if it's meat in there, if it's a vegetable that I've preserved and frozen, I know the farmer, or I've done it, I've grown it myself. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, it's just how I grew up. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, we had a smokehouse. I mean, we had bacon, we had sauerkraut. I mean, we had all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like my mom did all of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She decorated everything. I mean, it's just, it's how I was born. It's how I grew up. You know what I mean? And I went to culinary school, and I was told this is the path that you're supposed to go, and I was like, no, that's not the path that I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm gonna search out the freshest, best ingredients that I possibly can, and I'm gonna highlight those ingredients, and I'm gonna highlight the farmers behind those ingredients. And it's served me rather well.
Makes a difference, yeah.
60, we're
Yeah,
56, dude.
Nice, all right. So we could have seconds. I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Because I could kick out any of these
I
guys.
always put more in. I'm not kicking anybody out there. That's what we're all about, man. If anybody gets kicked out, it's me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know you.
That was quick. Okay, let's go do some shit.
So, Justin, would you say this is called stripping the parsley?
Yeah, we're just stripping the leaves off, getting rid of the big heavy stems. This is going to be a rough chop chimichurri.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this isn't cutting, but I'll do it.
Oh, we're going to cut next.
Oh, okay, good.
It's called mise en place. You got one step leads to the next. We got to get rid of these heavy stems before we start chopping anything.
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I've watched Selena Gomez on Max cooking.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. So, do you have any culinary background?
just my mom.
She cook a lot?
I'm the cook at home. I'm the one that cooks everything at home. But yeah, she did. She was little Filipino American kid. Yeah, real spoiled.
Whoa! Hey! Damn, you got talent.
Hey, I could do it with knives.
No.
No, you're right. I can't.
No.
Just chainsaws and bowling pins.
Nice form, by the way. I like that.
Thank you. Moppy taught me this. He did.
I'm glad I'm not your first.
Nope. You're my second, though. How's that?
Find another bowl. Hey, that's my knife. It's sharp, or at least it was until you start doing that.
Want me to sharpen it for you?
So this will be next,
Okay.
and with this,
What is
this
it?
grass out of here. Oregano?
Oregano, okay. Mine usually comes out of a little metal can. So okra, not a big fan.
You're not?
No, it's slimy.
It's all,
It's kinda-
but it's all how you cook it.
Well, I guess I'm going to have it the right way today.
Yeah, it's just cooking it down. You know what I mean? To where the flavors all come together. I mean, garlic, tomato, okra, some onion. Just sweat the onion and garlic down. Throw the okra in, saute it. A little olive oil, and hit it with your fresh tomato. Just let all the juice come out of the tomatoes and just slowly stew down.
Well, that sounds good. What's in the actual menu tonight?
Tommy is well known for his birria. So we're doing kind of an amuse-bouche for everybody. Everything's family style tonight, except for our amuse-bouche. So friends of mine live up in Michigan, Ham Sweet Farm. And they grow some of the most amazing lamb and regenerative agriculture practices in the United States. So Christian and his wife were kind enough to send down some lamb tenderloin.
Okay.
So Tommy's gonna grill off the lamb tenderloin. We're gonna slice that really, really super thin. He made a delicious birria broth, so I went down to Avril's. They got some local lambs in earlier this week, so I went down and got a bunch of the lamb bones.
Okay.
And made a lamb broth, and then Tommy spiced that up with his special chili pepper blend and cumin and all kinds of fun stuff. So, so everybody will sit down. They'll get a little bowl of consomme and then a little single taco. And while everybody is starting to eat and mosh on that, we'll finish plating everything up on family style platters. So I don't forget anything.
You go against the grain on this one?
So everybody's going to get here around 5:30 or 6. We're going to do cocktails and music. And that whole board will be charcuterie, so people kind of just mill around and chat, listen to music, mosh on some charcuterie. Waldorf salad, so we have some local fall lettuce, and that's going to go with some, be tossed with some Holmes County Swiss cheese, We've got some local walnuts that I've candied in honey. And traditionally Waldorf has grapes in it, but I take golden raisins and I will poach those in Riesling wine and some honey as well to kind of plump those up. So the lettuce, the Swiss cheese, thin sliced celery hearts, and then the walnuts, the raisins, and then what I call G-balls dressing.
What is it?
It's a balsamic dressing.
Oh, okay.
We used to use, Stephen Geddes, my mentor, he used to use a golden balsamic. It's a mayonnaise-based dressing with flavored with some golden balsamic and a few other little things. But since I own Madhouse Vinegar and I make vinegar, I've got this amazing apple balsamic that I made.
So we'll have some of that tonight?
Yep. So that's going to be the dressing for the Waldorf salad.
Well, do you have time to do like all that stuff too, like your vinegar company? And I see it at Kroger.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Okay, well don't go to sleep anytime soon.
I'm not. Chef Justin's working on the tomato dish. So these are the last of the season tomatoes, and I wanted to highlight Ryan Morgan's bread with some nice olive oil, salt and pepper, grilled off over an open fire. Wanted to highlight the bread real well. Wanted to highlight the end of the season tomatoes. So I made a bunch of tomato water and froze it while we had good fresh tomatoes. And then now what we're doing is I took and I rehydrated the dehydrated tomatoes with tomato water instead of just using regular tap water, which gave them like this.
An extra flavor.
Like this crazy tomato bomb flavor. So we've got some burrata, and I believe you're gonna do some whipped goat cheese, tomato, and a few different little condiments, accoutrements we like to call them, that you can spread on the bread with the fresh
I love
tomato.
it when you speak French.
Accoutrements.
We were in Paris. Not the definition. Okay. I can't really show too much of this to my wife because she's not going to want hamburger helper anymore. She's going to want me to use real ingredients. What would you be doing other than this? You mentioned fishing. Like you would love
Slaying
to be,
it lately.
Yeah?
Slaying it lately. Down here on the river.
No, you said you wanted to be like a professional fisherman, crab, lobster kind of thing.
Oh, if I ever
had another change of.
I mean, I'm the only person in my family that wasn't born in the state of Florida. Actually, I was born where Eli's living now. Eli's Barbecue.
Oh yeah.
He's down in Fairview, North Carolina, or outside of Asheville.
The girls.
You know what the girls are?
No, I was calling that a girl. Oh, what? No.
Salt and Pepper.
Oh, is that right? The
You heard of the
girls?
band Salt and Pepper?
Oh yeah. Salt. Push it real good. Let me see. You mentioned wanting to be a rapper or a break dancer when you were younger.
Oh, I had absolutely no talent.
But
I can't sing,
I
I
could not
can't
see
rap,
that.
and I can't break dance. But I love rap music and I love break dancing.
That's pretty cool. I thought we'd get some cardboard really quick and we could do a little spinning and.
Oh yeah. I
Right
could
here's
throw my
good.
back out, and then somebody else is going to have to come and clean all this shit up tomorrow.
We said the
That would be a
raccoons are
mess.
coming, right? The raccoons will take care of that. That's what I'm calling this, the moldy chicken wing.
That's a very, very, very special ham. It's from a project that I worked on. It's a leg of pork. Yeah. So you've had prosciutto or serrano ham before? Yeah. Okay. That is what we call mountain ham. So it's the American version of a prosciutto or serrano. So these were a special breed of pig that a good friend and mentor of mine, Chuck Talbot, raised in West Virginia. So it's the Ossabaw pig, which came from the Ossabaw Island, which is off the coast of North Carolina. So we raise the pigs on pasture, farrow to finish outside, and then in the fall, before harvest, we put them up in the woods for 60 to 90 days and let them eat all this woodlands mass that's on the ground, acorns, hickory nuts, persimmons, and pawpaws, and
Then you kill them.
yeah, and then cure them into like prosciutto style hams. And I mean, in the heyday before COVID, these hams were being sold for $25 to $35 a pound, whole, skin on, bone in. to restaurants all around the United States, and I mean, they loved it. I mean, some of the highest quality product that, ever hit the American market, and COVID kind of.
What's it called again?
Mountain ham.
Yeah, so it's like Jose Salazar always has
Yep.
like a bone.
Yep.
What's that called?
That's a Serrano he uses.
This guy needs a manicure. Got a little mold. Delicious.
And I always tell them, honestly, these pigs have one bad day. They live outside doing their own thing their entire life, and then one day they get in a trailer and it's over. You know what I mean? So you kind of tell them the story, kind of feel good, and then they'll be like, "Mind if I taste it? I haven't eaten meat in 30 years."
And they're willing to throw it all away for that, huh?
Yeah.
Dang. Is this the chimichurri you said?
Yeah.
And what did you end up using?
I used a little bit of rosé and a little bit of tomato vinegar.
Rosé vinegar and tomato.
I gotta start charcuterie here in a second. If you want to taste that and finish it up. Should be 90%.
That's good. Banana leaves. As long as you don't sing Deo. No, don't do it.
We need to get some pork. Pork. Wrapped in banana leaves.
That's so great, man.
Come back. Let's do it. When you want to do it?
Anytime, man. Tell me.
You guys want to help cook?
We'll actually do that. Like, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm 100% on it. 100%.
So we're like, when we get into it, it's kind of crazy.
Okay, go.
I'll host.
All right.
Casa su casa.
That could be real fun.
I like where this is going.
Yeah, wheeling and dealing as we
We're going to
go.
be doing something with these things. And in Cuba, they cook a ton of meat in banana leaves. They wrap a lot of stuff up in banana leaves. So we're in the process. We're working with ARI, or Archaeological Research Institute, that are building a trebuchet to chuck pumpkins. But our next project is an earthen oven. An old school earthen oven. So we build a big hole and we'll line it with stone or brick. Yeah. Then you take like pig's heads or big chunks of meat, season them, wrap them in banana leaves, throw them down on top of the hot coals, put the top on, cover it up with dirt, let it sit for a few hours, come back, pull everything out, and it's done. And you got a plate. You just unfold it, you got a plate. Pate?
Okay, it is pate.
So it's a terrine terrine that I made with stuff is Wagyu.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a beef salami. Culatello. Culatello, which is a portion of the ham that's cut off the bone and cured separately. This is capicola, or this is copa, but it's similar to capicola. Capicola is a muscle off the top of the pig. It's actually connected to the pork butt. So if you buy a pork butt to make barbecue out of, that muscle is in the pork butt. We pull that muscle out and cure it as a whole muscle, and that is called copa.
What's that?
Foie gras, chicken liver mousse.
Okay. That's the foie gras. This is the foie gras.
Chicken.
Oh, chicken? Oh, it's faux gras. That's right. It's chicken. That's the stuff my dad tried to give me, and I said no. I would say, when are you the happiest? What's the thing that floats your boat?
Oh,
You got so many
I
sides
think
to
it
you.
changes all the time. It's really just being outside
Yeah.
with my wife is where I'm happiest. But I try to be happy doing whatever I'm doing.
That's great.
So that's kind of one of my goals, is to, no matter what I do, try and enjoy it and be happy doing it. Because I've done a lot of shittier things. And I could still be doing those, but I'm not. So just enjoying all of it. I mean, I get to come out here to the farm and see birds, go kayaking, working food.
That doesn't suck.
Working music, see great people that are coming around. And that's the cool thing with music, is you usually get to see people when they're at their happiest. And same with food. So that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you cook also?
I do,
you-
not here,
Okay.
but at home we cook pretty much every day.
Okay.
Lots of meal prep, lots of making our own food. We like to eat tons of amazing.
Okay, which one of your favorite
Restaurants
restaurants you go to?
Oh, we want to go from dive up, or we want to
Sure,
go?
yeah. Let's start with the the real kind of nitty gritty dives, and then
I like burgers.
Yeah.
I'm a fool for a burger.
where do you go for
Oh, there's lots of good ones.
you
I
like
feel like
this-
Hitching Post, the fried
Oh,
chicken
okay.
spot, has a
Yeah.
good cheeseburger. What's the one on Dixie and Urban Thelma's?
that? I don't know that one.
Urban Thelma's has a good cheeseburger.
Do you like the smash burger
Chloe's-
thing? Oh,
Chloe's
Chloe.
had one of the best burgers.
Yeah, I heard they're leaving.
Yep.
Is that-
They're just leaving the farm here.
Oh, okay.
So there's still going to be a food truck around. I'm
Oh,
not sure
okay.
where.
Okay. And, I mean, I pretty much made dinner tonight. So,
did?
Yeah. So I mean, not to step on the chef's toes or anything,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Step
really.
on 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Awesome.
All right, man.
Thanks, buddy.
again. Thanks
Yeah.
again.
So this whole meal is sourced locally. So everything you guys are eating pretty much is sourced locally as much as possible this time of year. And we're just gonna eat. So we're gonna bring the birria tacos out. When you guys are done, just sit your broth and your plate aside. The tray in front of you guys is for the rest of the stuff. We're gonna start bringing just kind of waves of food out. And then as soon as we're done bringing waves of food out, we're going to sit down and we're gonna mosh with you guys. As are the musicians. When we're done, these guys are gonna play a little music. We're gonna stand around by the fire. We'll have some nice desserts out. Everybody can come up here and we're gonna bring some desserts and put them around the display that my mom made. So kind of quick rundown.
Basically, your mom did everything.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, out here, guys, my mom did 100%. 100%. So, we're gonna start. I love tomatoes. They are amazing, but I only like fresh, sun-ripened tomatoes in season. I've been doing my best to baby as much as I could, stealing from neighbors' gardens, whatever. So we've got an amazing
That's gonna be my last
tomato
meal
course,
to
and
you.
that tomato course that comes out, that's mainly what this crispy bread is for. Guys, put the tomatoes on that, spread the burrata, spread the pesto, spread the sun-dried tomatoes, all that stuff on there, just enjoy. We've got a nice ratatouille, we've got some Amish chicken that we're grilling, got some baby potatoes that we're roasting, and beef, Sakura Wagyu beef tallow, and some rosemary. Yeah, dude, we're just gonna bring all kinds of shit out. You guys keep eating. Woo! Yeah.
Dude, this was such an amazing evening. This is just basically wrapping up tonight. What you've done here, what you do here. I mean, I was a big fan before. You're always so kind, generous, and you just took it to another level. I mean, seeing you interact, loving, the love in this tent area. I'm just glad you invited. Well, I kind of invited myself, didn't I? But thanks for having us. This has just been a pleasure all the way around. I mean,
I appreciate you guys coming. I mean, it's just, like I said, we're trying to build something out here that's a little bit special and a little bit different than everything else. And it's kind of bringing everybody together. And I mean, whether it's photographers, musicians, I mean, artists, whatever. I mean, we're just trying to bring everybody together and make everybody feel at home and just share what we have. I mean, this farm has been in my business partner's family since 1849.
Wow.
So, you know, I mean, this parcel, 45 acres that we're sitting on here.
I didn't know Richard was that old, but I can see that now.
So he's the 6th generation. You know what I mean? So his kids are going to be taking over, and this will always be what it is here. I mean, this is the goal is to have and build a space that is open to the public and accessible, free music, as much as we can possibly do, and just bring people in and just show them hospitality. And I mean, I'm just trying to. I mean, I've spent my entire life learning from other people and kind of building my career and learning, and now I think it's time to just give back, and this is my way of giving back.
Well, it's a great way. I mean, you look around, everyone, all the faces of the people just enjoying themselves, smiling, I mean, just tasting, and like their eyes get big and they just, conversations flowing. I mean, that's just amazing.
Well, there's nothing that brings people together more than food and music.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to build.
You got it all in one tonight.
Yep. And Music Fund Cincinnati has been a huge part of it, and Carriage House Farm has been a big part of it, and Lost Bridge Beverage is kind of the umbrella that's kind of bringing everything together. So, we're just looking forward to the future.
Wow. Is this the last one of the season then?
We might do another one. Might.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
If the weather
if
holds
we
up
do,
and
it'll
all.
be smaller, and we'll do it inside. So it'll probably be more of like the 20, 25 person type deal.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is I think we're gonna get cold next week. So
Yeah.
I think our season's gonna quickly come to an end.
Yeah, sun goes down. It makes a difference out here in the this whole area.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you got the fires going, you got music
Oh, yeah.
playing in the background. You know, what I mean,
This is perfect weather, though.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. You know, speaking of your mom, your whole family was here helping out. Got to meet
Amazing.
your kids.
And I couldn't have done this without my amazing wife, Angela, Liza, Max.
Yeah, and your mom and dad. Your mom's precious. I mean, she's like your biggest fan, and she was telling me everything. I know a lot about you. And your dad, more the quiet type, I think.
Yeah.
But he was real sweet.
But I mean, my dad, I caught my first fish, shot my first squirrel, shot my first deer.
Yeah. Well, you've got a wonderful family, and that kind of spread to everybody else that came tonight. So that love, and thanks for having us here. I really appreciate
you guys
it.
coming.
Yeah, thanks for everything, man.
Thanks.
All right, take care. Congratulations.
Love you guys.
Great night.
Honestly, you guys are fucking awesome.